Welcome back to Shed and Blues. It's been a minute, it's been a while, but I am back here again talking about the best thing about when there's no football to talk about: transfers. Transfer talk. Everybody loves the transfer window opening, and it's exciting times for many clubs because there's a lot of we'll get there. There's a lot of rebuilds going on. This could be potentially one of the biggest, one of the best transfer windows of all time, in my opinion. There's a lot of clubs looking to rebuild and restructure and become contenders for the main trophy, the main title in football, the big one, the Premier League. When we look at Chelsea, the first name that everyone's talking about that's looking like it's a done deal through the door, many people are saying we're just waiting for the here we go from Fabrizio. We're waiting to see the geezer holding up the shirt. But it does look like Ousmane Dembele is on his way to Chelsea. Many people, many big journalists are touting him as the one to be leaving Barcelona due to their financial situation. So it does look like Ousmane Dembele is going to be leaving Barcelona. Supposedly, he'd rather stay in Barcelona, according to some people, but he wants a bigger deal, and they ain't got no money for that. They need to be trimming their wage bill down if they want to bring new players in. They can't even register the players they've already got. Christensen, who left Chelsea, he can't be registered as a Barcelona player because they haven't got the funds to do it. So they need to balance the books, supposedly. So they need to be getting rid of a few. And one that could be on the way out is Ousmane Dembele on a big wage, supposedly. And he hasn't really performed for them, let's be honest. Injury prone, to say the least. That's my biggest worry about this guy. We bring him in. Supposedly his hamstrings are like biscuits. And we bring him in, and I know it's on a free, but we're still going to be paying him some money. It's going to be signing on fees and all that palaver. And is he worth the risk? Is he worth a place in the squad? We've already got players that are always out injured. That was a major problem last season, a big problem, and we don't need more of it. Another problem is how many goals is he going to score? That's the major problem for us last season, was putting the ball in the back of the net. We just couldn't do it. We bought £100 million striker, and he was off texting his girlfriend, sharing them dick pics, wanting to go back to his ex. Basically what Lukaku was doing. And thank God if the rumours are true. That geezer's on the jet plane back there. He can go. We really didn't need him. Waste our money. And this worries me. I'm hoping that this transfer window is better than the ones we've had previously. We've bought the wrong players. We haven't bought enough players in previous ones. Right, if you look at the last one, Lukaku, 100 million. Waste of money, obviously. The one before that, summer before that, when Lampard went into like he was playing FIFA, buying about 6 players that I'd say 2 or 3 have performed well for us so far. Probably Mendy, Chilwell, who was injured for most of last season, but Mendy, Chilwell, and Thiago Silva. The rest of them haven't really performed. Your Timo Werner, Hakim Ziyech, Kai Havertz, not really hit the heights that we'd expect so far. Transfer windows haven't been the best for us in the last few years, so you can understand why some fans are dubious and are worried that we're going to follow the same mistakes as previous years. Panic buying the wrong players to fit the wrong system. Hopefully we're getting it right now under this new ownership of Todd Bowley. We're hoping things are going to change. Let's hope for the best. Dembele, though, is he the one? Is he who we need? He performed well at Borussia Dortmund, under Thomas Tuchel in the past. Can they reform that? Can they rekindle that magic that he had before? Is he the same player after all these injuries? That's the major question. Is he worth the gamble? I hope so. It could be a good bit of business. Let's just hope for the best, really. If he does come in, we wish the lad all the luck, all the best. If he puts the blue shirt on, if he gives 100%, we'll get behind him. So just have to wait and see on that one. Another one that's very, very close. French connection. Tuchel's going for those Frenchmen. It's Jules Kounde from Seville, whatever. Decent centre back, I've got to say. It's going to cost us between 50, 60 million supposedly to go and get him. But get the deal done. We've lost two very good centre backs in Christensen and Rudiger, no doubt. And they need replacing. And we need some fresh legs back there. We don't even know if Aspilicueta's still staying yet. No news has been come out about his contract, so we don't even know if our captain's staying at the moment. There's major worries at the back for us for next season. Yes, we could bring in the likes of Levi Colwill, who's back from his loan, and a very good loan. Did really well at Huddersfield, apart from scoring the goal that put Forest up. Unlucky the lad, but other than that, he had a really good season. And could he follow in the footsteps of the likes of Reece James and Mason Mount, who performed really well in the Championship and took that step up into the Premier League? No doubt. I have confidence the lad can, and I think we could find a place for him in the squad this season. But we need some experience as well at the back. We need someone who knows how to win. We need someone who's got a bit of experience. Kounde is the man for me. We're looking at a few other centre backs. Supposedly, there's a lad from Leipzig who's Josko Gvardiol. Possibly, I don't know how much about the guy, but I have to wait and see. There's always that Bundesliga tax that we always worry about. Are they good enough to come into the Premier League? The Bundesliga is not the same standard, let's be honest. We have to wait and see on that one. Lukaku, like I said, looks like he's leaving. It's just whether Chelsea want him to leave, whether they're willing to take a loss on him. If he leaves, farewell. To be honest with you, hasn't been good enough. If we give him another season, we'll have to back him one more time, really, won't we? But for me, I think cut our losses. It's just not good enough. Doesn't want to play for us. That is obvious. Tuchel cannot change his system to suit him. No manager should do that. No one player is bigger than the club. We need to back Tuchel, really. Get him what he wants, what he needs to succeed. We need to be challenging for the title, and obviously Romelu Lukaku is not the answer. It's been proven, it's been tested too many times now. I'm sorry, but I don't believe he's the man for us. There's a few strikers out there we could look at. There's always Lewandowski for a couple of years, maybe. That's one option. There's the other lad from Germany, supposedly another guy from Leipzig, Nkunku, whatever. I don't know if I've pronounced that right or completely butchered it. I'm sure people will let me know. Another lad that people are touting as the next big thing out of Germany, but we've had the next big things out of Germany a couple of times and we've bitten that, and we've taken a loss. In my opinion, it hasn't worked out in Timo Werner. Kai Havertz maybe could get better. He had a decent season last year. He did lead the line quite well, in my opinion, and could get better. He's one I'd like to stick around, but Timo Werner was not. No, I'm sorry, he's just not good enough. So I don't want this to be another Timo Werner situation. We need someone tried and tested that can actually put the ball in the back of the net. That's all we need. That is what we need. That is what we've suffered with over the last couple of years, is actually scoring goals. I'd like to see Roja given a chance. He had a good loan spell at Southampton, did well. Bring him back in the squad. There's been a couple of loanees that I'd like to see given a chance next season. Supposedly Conor Gallagher is sticking around. That's good news. I thought he was fantastic for Palace. A lot of people don't like our academy for some reason, and I can understand why some people might not really like it too much. Maybe we do focus on them too much. Maybe there are other people on the other side, the other extreme, that absolutely big it up and think it's the next best thing since ever, anything, best in the world. But there are some good, I like to see the lads come through the academy. It's a good story. It's a good thing to have. We've got the best academy in the world, in my opinion. No doubt. We've produced some of the best. And I'd like to see a few more come in. Conor Gallagher. Levi Colwill. I think 2 that could be added to the squad and could help the squad next season. So definitely bring those 2 in. I don't know about the rest. For me, I haven't seen anyone else that's really shone and has shown any potential to really break into the squad yet, apart from those 2. Maybe Billy Gilmore. He's probably the third that I'd say that could probably get a place in our squad next season. Or maybe another loan for him might be the answer. Didn't have a good time at Norwich. Well, who would really? Norwich were absolute dog shit, and who can perform in a side like that? I'm sorry, they were crap. So maybe a loan to a bit of a better side that plays a bit of better brand of football. I don't know, somewhere like a Brighton or somewhere like that, where he can like actually play with some decent players, play some decent football under Potter. Someone like that, you know. Maybe a Forest or someone who's coming up that you know, someone decent, half decent. Give the lad a chance. Anyway, other Trent, like I said, we need a striker. That's the main problem. We need centre backs. We need cover at wing backs. Really, there's a lot of things that need to happen. There's a lot of clubs that are building as well that we need to worry about as well. United with Ten Hag, Conte's being backed, and we know how dangerous that can be at Tottenham. We don't want them to be doing things they already have. They've already signed a bowler in Perisic. Arsenal are looking to rebuild. Always worry about them, even though we can banter them as so much because they've just had such bad luck over the last couple of years. And then you've got the likes of Liverpool and Man City that we've got to try and catch and close that gap and win the title or beat them for the title. That's the main objective here, no doubt. We don't want to be sitting, happy in third every year or scraping top 4. That's not Chelsea anymore. Chelsea now is winning titles, winning things. And we need to get back to those winning ways, challenging for at least putting in a challenge for the title next season, in my opinion, should be the least. Getting closer to the likes of Liverpool and Man City in the league. More consistency, getting a striker that can actually put the ball in the back of the net and we can make a challenge for this league. Who's the answer? I don't know. Let me know who you think should be. Who Chelsea need? What striker's the answer? Because I have not got a clue at the moment. I'm sure Thomas Tuchel has, though. I back him all the way, and hopefully he can do the business. Let's hope for the best. It's going to be exciting times, though. There's still a long way to go in this transfer window. It is early days yet. People banging on, oh, we want news now. Yes, we have to pull our finger out. We can't leave it too late and start panic buying, but there's still plenty of time. And I'm certain in the next coming days, there will be some news breaking. Here we goes, coming very, very soon. Fabrizio will be typing. You know what I'm saying. Chelsea will be buying. Trust me. Todd Bowley will be putting the cash in. There's going to be a challenge. It's going to be exciting times again. Can't wait to see who we get. Can't wait to see this transfer window unfold. It's going to be very, very interesting, and I'm going to be following it all the way and hopefully coming on here and doing more of these videos. If you guys like, comment, subscribe, all that lovely stuff. I really appreciate everyone who has already subscribed. Thank you very much. Up the Chelsea. We can do this year. I have full confidence in Tommy Tuchel as long as he gets back, gets the players he wants, gets the squad he wants, gets those players out that we don't need anymore. There's a lot of deadwood that still need to leave as well. That's the big thing as well. We need to trim the squad down first. There's a lot of players look like they're leaving. Like we've seen a couple leave already. Rudiger's gone. Christensen's gone. Farewell to them. Best of luck. Some of you weren't performing before Tuchel came in, and can you perform afterwards? That's the question once you've left. That's the big question. Just think about that. Danny Drinkwater, big loss, but he's gone. Farewell. Wrong move. Never should have, but that's like another transfer. Look at that. That was a mess, wasn't it? Stuff like that can't happen anymore. Players like that come into their club that were never good enough. Never worthy of putting on the shirt. How dare they bring him in? He was awful. Ross Barkley, I'm sorry, not good enough. What's going on with Callum Hudson-Odoi, Christian Pulisic, Timo Werner, Ruben Loftus-Cheek? Are they good enough to wear the blue shirt? Are they good enough to get in the team? That's the question. Big questions need to be answered, and we need to sort them out. We need to bring in the players that are good enough. Kepa, what happens with him? Supposedly he don't want to be a number 2 anymore. He wants number 1. There's a lot of players that that we need to get rid of, to be honest with you, and we need to bring in quality to improve the side. We need goals. We need decent defenders. We need backups. At wing-back, Marcus Alonso is not the answer. If Chilwell goes down injured, we saw what happened. That cost us big time, not having a good enough, competent left-sided wing-back. Emerson ain't the answer. We need someone decent, and Cucurella ain't going to be it. He's off to Man City by all accounts. So we need to look somewhere else for someone who can back up Ben Chilwell next season. I'm glad he's back, but we always need backups for him and Reece James. Those positions are taxing. It is a hard task to play those positions. It's very likely that you're going to come along and get an injury during the season. So you need backups. They need rest as well. They can't be playing that position. Is very physical, very demanding. And yeah, you definitely need backups in those sort of positions. If you're going to play wing backs that need to be getting up and down every single match for 90 minutes. So definitely backups for both positions. There is a must. We need both of them, both sides, because we haven't got anyone backing up for Reece James either when he went out injured. It was a major problem. Malang Sarr ain't the answer either. He needs to leave. He ain't good enough. There's been a lot of players we've bought that just aren't the caliber of Chelsea. And why? Like the question: why the fuck did we buy them? How the hell? Who thought he was good enough, but Tomori ain't? Do you know what I mean? Malang Sarr over Tomori, things like that. Absolute joke. Spending 100 million on bloody Romelu Lukaku when we could have just kept Tammy Abraham for another season. Do you know what I mean? Same sort of thing. They're the same player. No difference. Both can kill it in Italy, but Premier League, meh. Do you know what I mean? It made no difference. Stupid transfer decisions. Anyway, let's just hope we can improve under this new regime. Let's hope and pray. Because Marina looks like she's on the way out. I don't know when that's going to happen. If it's this transfer window, I don't know who's coming in and what's going on there. But there is talk about her being booted out as well. See you later, love. Let's see what happens. This transfer window is going to be very interesting, very exciting. It's going to go all the way. I think there's going to be big changes for every single team. And this next season is going to be very, very, very interesting. Thank you very much for watching. If you have watched this whole time, again, like, comment, subscribe, all that lovely stuff. And I am out of here. Up the Chelsea.